today's episode was inspired by the viral video of Mr. James Tucker. I'm not sure if y'all seen the little homie, but he's very expressive. All right. And he's done with Bianca. All right. And we felt that in our souls because, you know, kids be going through it. So we were wondering, we want to ask if you felt it when you were a kid. Like, did you go through puppy love? Did you experience a massive heartbreak that, you know, that might have shaped your adult life, you know? And that's basically where we are with this episode. All right. For those who don't know, puppy love is also known as a crush, right? And it's similar to the word of the week, right? It's an informal term of feelings of romantic love, often felt during childhood or early adolescence. It's an infatuation usually developed by someone based on the way they look or usually first sight, honestly. But that's what puppy love is, okay? Now, Flash, you want to plug in James Tucker? We want to watch this as a collective, or we want to?
Yeah, let's see little James Tucker. This went viral so long ago, but it's so relevant.
Yeah, come on, little James.
You used the word mash. You get a point.
No, I didn't use it.
Flash missed that.
No,
you said like it's similar to the word of the week, limerence.
He didn't say the word. He didn't say the word. He just said it's similar to the word of the week.
I didn't want to waste it because it was a cool down. I didn't want to waste it.
Wow.
No worries. I was trying to cheat for you, I guess.
Niggas would have took it from me. Niggas would have took it from me if I used it.
We don't be giving
that
away.
The word of the week, but he definitely did not say it.
All right. So this is little James Tucker on his rant. Here you go, little James Tucker.
I'm just telling you, I'm done with Bianca this time. I'm not worried about Bianca this time. Just know, I moved on to bigger and better things.
Oh,
yeah.
Not bigger.
And I ain't about to say that because I see your camera right there.
Okay, yeah, because I'm going to post
Bianca,
you doing this.
Bianca, if you're seeing this, just know, Lil James Tucker is done with you. He's done with you. James, hurt me. That's some pain that nobody can fix.
No. James, how the girl hurt you?
Oh.
James, it's not that serious. You really getting your feelings.
You know what it is? It's them pretty girls that just the work.
James, I thought you loved me.
I'm done. I am sick or tired of being sick and tired.
Nah, my
I
man.
love it. I love it.
My man said it, please. That is
I'm sick or tired of being sick and tired. Those are real feelings. They're valid.
Yeah, he did. He definitely before his time right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so obviously, Lil James Tucker, he's done with Bianca. He's clearly expressed disapproval of her actions. And she obviously must be a pretty girl because apparently pretty girls are the ones who always break Lil James Tucker's heart.
Over time.
So the question is, do you think his feelings were valid? And did you have any crushes at that age?
His feelings is valid for him, right? Because only he can feel how he wants to feel. And at his age, he feels that he's done with Bianca. He's hurt, or she hurt him in some kind of capacity. Although, as an adult looking at James, you'll probably be like, come on, James, like, you're already an adult, so you already know that he's going to go through a sequence of events in his life. He's going to get older. Right now, Bianca is really nobody to us as the adults. But to James, Bianca is everything to him. So if you look at it from those perspectives, absolutely. Second part you asked, Mash, was, did we experience this in our life? I'm pretty sure when I was younger, I had my crushes that, you know, definitely devastated me if we broke up or if they didn't like me back or anything like that. So, you know, you're a kid. So that's your, you know, you have your crush on who you have your crush on. Definitely.
You know what comes up for me is that he is really in touch with his emotions and his feelings. And we still feel these feelings as grown-ups. And I hate the fact that we minimize what kids are feeling at that age. Like, Mo, you reference, oh, you know, it ain't nothing. It's little puppy love. And yeah, you're going to be experiencing this when you get older. But I think I felt like this in my 20s, even in my 30s. You know what I mean? And so that feeling is very, very valid. And I think we minimize it when they're kids because, you know, we're like, you ain't really experienced life. But those feelings are very, very real. And I remember the first time I had a little boy crush and he punched me in my chest at recess. Damn. We were in the 4th grade, and I'll never forget that. Yeah. It literally took the wind out of me. And I was so hurt. I was hurt. And then we ended up going out. And this is, by the way, this is 4th grade. So I was like 9. We ended up going out like later in the semester. But I remember standing up outside as we were getting ready to go into the building. You usually line up in like the playground. And I don't know what I said to him because I don't remember, but I'm sure I must have said something slick knowing who I am now, right?
Obviously.
And he punched me straight in my chest and it hurt my whole feelings. I remember going home feeling very, very sad. So I think feelings are real even at that age. Yeah.
Yeah. TJ, I'm a co-sign you, TJ, because one thing I realized with Lil James Tucker, like I used to do this thing where if I'm really in a way my feelings, I do the shake, I do the like you kind of you tense up and your body start moving. That's how I know like this is real feelings. So and that's how Lil James expresses himself. And I feel like, granted, I was never as expressive as a kid as James Tucker in the sense of like I can even profess this type of stuff to my mom. My mom probably laugh at me.
Facts.
Right.
But
box you. What are you talking about, boy?
Yeah, but I know me. Like back in my days as a kid, especially when I know I had feelings for a crush, like if she didn't give me like the right type of movement back, I would go home or in a corner, I would just be shaking and shit like, oh, like she don't even know, And I remember this one chick I used to have a crush on. And it was the weirdest thing because she had like the most beautiful calves in the world. We had to wear uniforms. I remember her name. Her name is Nikki. Calves. I don't know what it was, but her calves. We had to wear uniforms, and there would be times where she would either not wear stockings or something. But when I tell you, like, this girl has some excellent calves for like, this had to be like junior high school or some shit. But it made me feel a way. I was sitting here like, no, I didn't know how to profess the love for her, but I had a crush on her for sure. That was my puppy love, or one of my puppy loves, I should say.
So is it safe to say you're a leg guy?
Sometimes
you like legs on a woman.
I think I've grown since then, TJ. But I think legs is my thing for sure. Like Cass is beautiful.
When you're in junior high, sometimes you hyper focus on certain things. So I think that was just something he hyper focused on. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I agree with you, TJ. Just because you don't have life experience doesn't mean your heart can't be broken, right? Or at least you can't feel like your heart is broken, right? But on the other hand, I do believe that young kids like James, they aren't really experiencing love, right? They're experiencing like attachment. They're experiencing like fantasy. They base it off like an imitation of emotional patterns that they've seen around them, like from parents and movies and things like that. But I don't think it's like real love because they can't really comprehend the type of commitment and vulnerability and all the things that actually go into love, right? Because they're too young. They don't understand it. But that's all the things that will go into like a mature part of love that I don't believe that they can understand. But I'm not saying that I invalidate his feelings because that's how he feels.
Right.
But he's not truly in love. You know what I mean? Did I have a crush when I was in junior high? When I was young? I've never been on the level of James, just like Flash said. I've never been able to profess my love, but I've had crushes on chicks. And, I like I said, I really did give a chick my JanSport strings. And, it really hurt me when she didn't like me back. Okay?
Oh, she just wanted your string shake. That's what she wanted.
Yeah, that's it.
That's how we know you a millennial if you talking about JanSport string.
All good. So I definitely experienced limerence as a kid.
Got a point.
I take a sip to
Thank you so much. And I do think that James' feelings are valid because it's all perspective, right? He may be a little person, but he's still a person, and he's entitled to react to his experiences how he want to react. So I do think that's legit. When I was a little kid, I definitely had a crush on a girl named Tamika Grisby. This is in elementary school. And to this day,
whole name?
to this day, I still look for Tamika Grisby on social media just to see what she look like now, because I cannot imagine
what she look like. What she look like?
I never find her. Yo, Tamika, if you watching the podcast, hit me. All right, I would love to have a conversation with you and tell you how you broke my fucking heart. All right, because Tamika was showing me no love as a little boy, none. So much so that I used to keep a journal. And in my journal, I was like, Girls always want the bad boys. They never want to talk to smart guys who know about photosynthesis. And I wrote that as a little boy. And I was like,
You was right.
yeah, that is. I was like, Tamika broke my little heart because she didn't show me no time of day. But I think about it now, and when I see James' video, I could relate to that. You know, I could relate to him feeling intense feelings of attachment and emotions to somebody, even though they're not acknowledging you in that same kind of way. You know, it doesn't often have to be reciprocated, but you can still feel it as an individual. So, you know, I definitely, I could relate with my man James 100%.
You know what I want to say too real quick? I challenge Shake. A bit, because Shake said that you don't know what love is. I be feeling like we know what love is, even at that young age, in terms of like experiencing or feeling how we feel, and it's valid. Because granted, you might get older and shit, and maybe you might put certain names on it and shit. But if I feel like I was in love, I was in love. Don't challenge my love. You don't know what my love feel like.
And I agree with that, Flash, because, you know, as you age, there's different requirements.
Right.
Love in your 40s is like, we got to pay bills. So I need to know, are you committed to staying here? Are you committed to the bills? Are you committed to all the things? And in high school, it was kind of like loyalty. Like, don't cheat on me. Don't embarrass me. You know, it was like, it's different levels of it as you get older. You know what I mean? So, and as you age. And I think another important part is, I think when we grew up, a lot of us had Caribbean parents.
How many children do you have?
23, 22 baby mother. Real bad man.
Like, you could not ever tell your mother about no little boy that you're talking to at 8 years old or a little girl. It's like, absolutely not. This is something that you kept to yourself. So I love the fact that he's in touch with his emotions and he feels comfortable enough to share it with his mom, you know?
And when you think about it too, like love was mad simpler back in the days, because love could have been like just holding my hand, like, and that could have been like, boom, I'm there. I don't know, but maybe.
Ooh, that hit deep just now.
Oh, it's so deep.
But a lot of times that's not really love, it's infatuation, bro. You're infatuated and you don't really know the difference. I'm gonna be honest with you, even at this age, I don't know the difference shit. Like, if I don't know if I'm infatuated or I love this person. But I do understand that when I love somebody, what I would do for a person that I love. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And I have more of an understanding of that at this age. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like him at that age, I don't think he was going to do a lot for Bianca. I think he was just holding hands with Bianca, and he enjoyed Bianca, but I don't know if he would, like, you know, if he understood like what he would sacrifice for love back then.
Sorry, I was just going to say, I think James understood enough to be tired of being sick and tired.
I am sick. I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
You don't say you tired of being sick and tired unless you know what being sick and tired feel like. And I'm not knocking your experience, but I think James might have been advanced for his little bit of age, because he clearly felt something. He felt something for real.
I think he definitely, whatever Bianca did to him, he felt it. And based off his feelings about Bianca, he was sick and tired and was like, I'm not dealing with it no more. So we don't know what Bianca did to him, but whatever she did, he internalized that. And he's responding to how he's feeling. So his feelings is definitely valid. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like the sick and tired is just him kind of like imitating something he heard his mom say when she was like really frustrated. Yeah. I don't know if he really understands what sick and tired or being sick and tired really means. But then, Shake, you said something. I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done, Match, so you can move on to the next topic. But I will say that at that age, you can protect the little girl. You can, you know, hold her hand. I had little boys walking me home after school, making sure that I was good, you know, buy me little candies, little things like that. And that's all you need. And that's why I said when Flash mentioned that, it's so deep because it's so authentic. It's like, I don't want anything from you but to hold your hand, to like walk you home after school. It's just like, I don't want really anything from you. I'm not thinking about sex at that age either. You know what I'm saying? It's not like alternative motives is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And just to put a caveat to that, you got to think like cavemen and shit. They ain't have all the problems we have and shit. We made love complicated. But anyway, I digress. Go ahead.
You spoke to a caveman to tell you that?
I just want to add one more thing before we move on from this talking point. I think TJ, you hit the nail on the head when you talked about like relationship milestones, right? How the relationships, our requirements for love change as we get older and we grow.
Yeah.
But his requirement for love might have just been enough for him to feel how he felt at that time.